Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to the True Blue Podcast. I am your host, Zachary Sucardi. You can find me on Instagram at True Blue Podcast. It is, let's see here, it is Tuesday, September 26th. Big shout out to my homegirl, Vanessa. It is her birthday today. I've known her for a long ass time. She's True Blue. She is True Blue. She is True Blue. So big shout out to her. We had a great conversation today. We hadn't talked in a minute. We haven't talked in such a long time that to say we haven't talked in a minute wouldn't have made sense. Because that slang is... No, actually, I'm lying. We've talked since. It's been a minute. Has been like popularized. But big shout out to her. You know, you get one birthday a year. You got to celebrate it. You really got to enjoy it. So, so it's Tuesday. I just took my dog for a walk, and it was kind of hilarious because, like, my neighbor across the street, their dog started barking all crazy, and then I could hear my neighbor, like, tell the dog to shut up, and it was just funny because it's late. It's like 11 o'clock, and I'm taking my dog for a walk, and these people are probably trying to sleep. But we're going to get into, since we last spoke, we're going to talk some self-care. We're going to talk about things to do for yourself. And then music later from Choking Victim. So I'm a big NFL guy. The NFL season has started. One thing that's great about the NFL is it's like the best reality TV because it's so unpredictable. You may have heard the phrase any given Sunday. Literally, it's that type of sport. A lot of other sports, for one, there's like a billion more games. Football, there's only like 18. Or excuse me, there's 17 games, 18 weeks. Each team gets a bye week. Every other sport is like 80-something games or 100-something games, and that's just like, you know, whatever's. But in football, 17 games, you just never know what's going to happen. And it's fucking exciting. It's so damn exciting. So I've been spending a lot of my Sundays here in the last couple of weeks watching football, getting together with friends. That's another thing I love about it. It gets people together. So, yeah. Loving some NFL football. Gone to some shows recently. I saw this band MS Paint, M like Mary, S like Sam, Paint. They played with Military Gun, and it was fucking awesome. Great show. It was at the Launchpad, which is like a smaller venue here in Albuquerque. I love Military Gun. They're probably my favorite hardcore band in the recent they're the favorite recent hardcore band, and they were great. Great. They have a new album they put out back in June. I saw them like the day after my birthday. And then to see him again was just awesome. They have this song called Don't Pick Up the Phone. And the lyric is, don't pick up the phone when you're on drugs. And it's a love song. And it's so fucking good. I mean, of all the songs they played, that was my favorite. That one like hit my fucking core. But they were great. They really were. They're definitely a band in that scene that is definitely on the ascension. And what was cool, as is typical in punk rock and hardcore, I got to talk to the guitar player and the singer afterwards, and we just chatted. And I just told the singer, I said, look, man, I really have gotten a lot from your band over the last year, and your lyrics, they really have helped me out a lot. Lyrics deal with, like, addiction, relationships, depression, changes in life, like all these different things that we all of us experience. But he's got such a poetic way of expressing it, and the music is so good. So it's just one big great sandwich. I can't say enough. The show was awesome. That was a couple weeks ago. And then I saw Modest Mouse at the Santa Fe Opera. And that also was awesome. I met up with my homegirl who was there. So that was really cool. And yeah, they were great. They had a really eclectic set list. It was cool, and people were really digging them. The Santa Fe Opera is a cool like outdoor venue. It's sort of like indoor outdoor. It's got a lot of cool ambiance. Like in front of the stage, they have like one of those like, I forget what you call them, not like gravity pool, infinity pool maybe. And oh man, Modest Mouse was awesome. It's been a long time. I think the last time I saw them was in Santa Fe, is in 2010, and that was probably the best time I've ever seen them. But this was great. Again, they played a pretty eclectic set list. And Modest Mouse as well. Great lyrics, very clever, very clever. And even their new shit, like even their fucking new songs, are really good. Um, and what I like to do when I go see bands play is I look at their set lists and I make a playlist um, from their set lists. And they're the studio versions, but still, it's kind of cool to like hear the playlists, to kind of see the like range of songs that they play, and to like to relive it, but of course through like the studio tracks. Um, so they have a song called "Wooden Soldiers" that they played, and it's excellent. And one of the lines I'm looking it up right here. Where the fuck is it? I love this. So here's the line. You just being here, being you is enough for me. I'll read that again. You just being here, being you is enough for me. And then he says, just being here, me and you is enough for me. Just being here, me and you is enough for me. Beautiful, beautiful. Very clever, very like, kind of has a cool little rhyme scheme. Play on words kind of a thing. But that song, as far as like their new songs go, that song was great to hear. And usually when you see bands, you want to hear like the hits, or you want to hear some older deep cuts. But when they played that song, I thought, oh fuck yeah, I'm about it. I'm about it. And it was a beautiful night, a beautiful fucking night. So love live music. I mean, it's in my fucking soul. Music is in my soul, like literally. I'm going to New York next month to go see Morrissey. He's playing 4 nights in Upper Manhattan. And I'm going every fucking night. I'll be fucking there. I cannot wait. It's been 10 years since I've seen Morrissey. And I can't fucking wait. I cannot wait. I'm so fucking excited. I missed him last year. He was going to play Denver. I had tickets and everything. But then someone in his band got sick or something happened, so they weren't able to play. So, but yeah, I'm excited. Go see my friends and family, spend some time with friends, do some hiking. Excuse me. I'm telling you, New Jersey, New York in the fall, the best. Nowhere else in the world can beat it. The smell, the lush, the abundance, the foliage, the nostalgia, it's all fucking flowing. It's a great time to be alive. A great time to be alive. All right, well, that's since we last spoke, just kind of catching up on what's been happening. Lots of music, lots of love, you know what I'm saying? Saying what I'm saying. And I realized something the other day. I met this dancer, right? And I realized a lot of my past girlfriends have been dancers. Whether they've been salsa, breakdancing, stripping, like without realizing it, I've had this sort of trend of meeting dancers, being attracted to dancers. And I mean, I'm a drummer, okay? So there's probably something there. And then with all the music shit, so I'm noticing trends. It's pretty interesting. And I challenge you to notice trends of the people that you attract or that you're attracted to. And it may not be the most obvious thing. Like, yeah, I like girls with brown hair. Okay, whatever. I like Latin girls. Okay. But to pinpoint, like to say, oh, wow, they've all been dancers. So I challenge you to look at the trends in your life, maybe the not so obvious trends. You can kind of learn a lot about yourself. So I just wanted to bring it up as one last thing here when I met this dancer the other night. So anyway, I'm going to get into the self-care tip. Let's fucking do it. All right, so this self-care tip I found on Instagram, on the Poets Instagram page, and I think it came from, let's see, they credited the page Girl and Her Magic. So I guess it's from Girl and Her Magic, but I got it off the Poets page. So these are things to do for yourself today. First thing, go within. I mean, that's deep, right? Go within. Like, whether you're writing something, you're expressing something, or you're just meditating on something, go within. Look inside yourself. Go within. Next is listen to your own inner calling. We all have a calling, whether it's career, whether it's just for that day, whether it's where we can be on that day, in that moment. Like I talk a lot of music. That's my calling. I am at my best. I'm at home surrounded by music. Listen to your own inner calling. Not someone else's, not what the fortune cookie says, but your own inner calling. Things to do for yourself today? Cut out unnecessary noise. Now, noise can be anything. It doesn't have to be actual audible noise. It could be any kind of bullshit. I suggest not watching the news. Fuck that shit. It's all wiggity, fucking wacky motherfucker. Fuck the news. Cut out unnecessary noise. Maybe it's negative self-talk. Maybe it's a friend that, just is all about themselves and you just need a break. Maybe, it's just taking a break from fucking, your self-talk or, your routine. Cut out unnecessary noise. Unnecessary keyword. Things to do for yourself today? Cut off toxic relationships. Let me read that again. Cut off toxic relationships. Fucking Now, these could be romantic relationships. This could be with a family member. This could be with a coworker. This could be with a fucking neighbor. Could be a sibling, anything. Cut that shit off. People who are toxic, I can't even say the word. People who are toxic, they fucking energy vampires. And they're not nocturnal. They are 24/7, these creatures. Cut them off. Cut them off. Cut their fucking heads off. Don't just turn around and lock the door. Cut their fucking heads off. You can hear the passion in my voice. Cut off toxic relationships. We live this life. Don't involve people. Don't involve relationships that are abusive and toxic. Fuck that shit. Next on the list of things to do for yourself today, find contentment in solitude. I forget what the quote is, but it's something to the effect of like, if you're by yourself and your company sucks, then you suck, or something like that. It's something like, if you're in solitude and you're not happy, you're not going to be happy with other people. Something to that effect. Find contentment in solitude. I'm going to go meditate after this, okay? I'm going to spend that time by myself, I'm here with my sweet baby Lulu, who I love so much, my dog. But it's important to find contentment in solitude. A lot of these, going back to toxic, a lot of these toxic people, they need other people to feed off of. Because when they're by themselves, and they got to start thinking about how miserable their fucking lives are. But if you can find contentment in solitude, you can really, you almost become more available for other people. You're more available for the world, for your friends, for your family, coworkers, customers, whatever your fucking life looks like. Find contentment in solitude. Next on the list of things to do for yourself today, ignore society's expectations. Fucking man. Fuck what this society has for you, male or female. Fuck all that shit. Seriously, be yourself. There's another quote by Oscar Wilde that I don't remember, but it's something like, there's no one else, or like everyone else is taken, so be yourself. I mean, seriously, the most genuine connections I have are when I can tell people are being themselves, they're being raw, they're going off script, they're being vulnerable. Be yourself. Ignore society's expectations. Don't go along with the cookie cutter shit. Fuck all that. Next on the list of things to do for yourself today, rest without guilt. Now, this one I really like because, you have so much on your agenda. Like, I have a whiteboard and I have a to-do list. I have a list for my prayer, my creativity, my mind, body, soul, my 12-step. Like, I have all this shit that I'm like, okay, gotta do this. But to rest without guilt, to not feel like you're spreading yourself thin is important and something that you need to do for yourself today. I don't know who I'm talking to out there, but I know that someone needs to hear this. Rest without guilt. All right, there's three more things to do for yourself today. Escape into the woods. I love that. I'm going to be doing that motherfucking soon. When I go to New Jersey, your boy's going to be hiking. I'm going to be amongst all the beautiful colors. I cannot fucking wait. And I'm going to be doing that here soon. Next week. No, not this weekend. Next weekend. I'll be going up to Santa Fe. It's either Santa Fe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Santa Fe. I'm going to be doing some hiking. It really is. I mean, when you're in nature and there's that cool, crisp air, you can't beat it. You cannot beat it. The next one's kind of whack. It says live, laugh, love. And it's whack because of all that like stuff you see at like the Hobby Lobbies and the stores. Live, okay. You gotta live. Gots to live. Gotta live this life. Laugh, you must. I mean, if you're not laughing, if you're not around funny people, then you're not, you're just not doing it right. Love. Yeah, I mean, come on. It's corny, but, there's a reason why it's there. You know, and then I think the last one kind of goes, okay, so I think live, laugh, love. And it says live, laugh, love your way into a new state of being. Okay, so that's not as corny. So live, laugh, love. Okay. Live your way into a new state of being. I like that. Like, show up in life. Laugh. If you're not, don't take life so fucking seriously. Damn. I mean, on the reallys. And then love. I mean, don't be ashamed of your love. Show your love. Be vocal. Let the people you know that you love them. I probably could have said that a little more eloquently, but you know what I'm saying. Let these people know. So that is it. That is the things to do for yourself today. That's my list. And I'm going to give you a little bonus here. I'm going to go over 3 things I'm grateful for. I suggest you make a gratitude list. It will rewire your brain. All right, number 1, I'm grateful for the art I have in my home. I have lots of art, from everything from music to paintings people have done for me. My friend's son drew me this thing of the Punisher. I have that in front of me. I have some things from my childhood. I have this old piggy bank. I have a little Batman doll. I have a bunch of books. I have fucking these banners and posters and, painting. I'm so grateful for it. It inspires me. Next thing I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for the fall season. It's important to keep track of this with the seasons changing and when where you feel most activated. And for me, it's fall. I just love it. It's like an opportunity to change, to shed some skin, to move forward. I just love it. So I'm grateful for the fall. The last thing I'm grateful for is I'm grateful for you. Whoever is listening, you could be doing anything else in the world, but you're listening to me, share my self-care, share the music, talk a little bit about my life. So I'm grateful for you. I encourage you to make gratitude lists. They are life-changing, but it's a little by little thing. So keep that in mind. All right, well, that's it. Let's get into the True Blue playlist. All right, this song is from a band called Choking Victim. The song is called Infested. It's on a 7-inch, which is like a 45, like a small record, called Squatter's Paradise. Came out in 1996. Shout out to my friend Gary, who gifted me this 7-inch years ago, probably back in the fucking 90s. Great ska punk band, which is a hard genre to mix, in my opinion. Ska punk. Ska is cool, punk is cool, but ska punk, and this band does it great. They have a great mix of it. Very catchy, very melodic, high energy band. They have that crust punk kind of anarchy vibe going for them, but 7-inch is so dope. I think I heard it again on Spotify. I was listening to music and it came on if you have any, I have a hiccup, excuse me. if you have any of those like music apps, like once you're done listening to your album, it plays songs that are like it. And I'm almost positive that this came on, and I thought, "Fuck, Choking Victim." Oh no, I'm lying. I was at the gym, and I saw this dude there. He had the band is called Leftover Crack, kind of a funny name, and they are members from Choking Victim. And I thought, Leftover Crack, Choking Victim. So I started playing Choking Victim while I was at the gym. And here I am talking about it and talking about that 7-inch. And it's fucking really good. They have the 7-inch, they have two 7-inches, which they compiled into like a collection. And then they put out an album, I think in like 1999. But it's all really good. All really good. Again, really upbeat. It's got a cool vibe to it. Like, they're talking about different, they talk about religion. They talk about like, being a punk. They're from New York, so they talk about New York. But really cool shit. I'm so excited to share this with you guys and add it to the True Blue playlist. You can find the True Blue playlist on Spotify. All you got to do is look up True Blue Podcast, and you'll find this playlist. You'll also find it on my Instagram at True Blue Podcast. And that's going to be it, everybody. That's going to be session 90. Motherfucking 90. Thanks for rolling with me. Hope you all are having a great fall, start to the fall season or autumn or whatever you want to call it. God bless you, and you guys have a great night. Peace.